Calling Bartels. Hey, can I speak with the service department? Got this recall notice, and my motorcycle is affected.
Doc, how can I help you?
Hey, how's it going? I received a safety recall notice for my 2020 Lowrider S in regards to the rear shock absorber.
Yep.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if I could make an appointment to come in and get that taken care of. Yeah, next week?
It's a pretty quick job. If you want to just bring it in anytime, you can bring it in next Friday. That would work.
Okay, perfect, thank you. Well, that was pretty easy. Let's go check it out and see what that looks like. Let's check under the seat and see if our rear shock absorber is all right. Okay, so it looks like this is the area in question. So potentially this can break off, and when that breaks off, it'll send this thing loose, and then this thing can dangle, get in there between your tire, and mess up a lot of things. Can cause your tire to blow out. So definitely check this out right here. I already scheduled my appointment at Bartels, Harley Davidson. Good thing is, it seems like I don't have any issues with this, but good thing I scheduled the appointment anyways to get this taken care of. I just came back from like a 1,300-mile road trip to Yosemite, fully loaded, and this thing is still on, so that's a good thing. I was going through the comments today, and I did get an interesting comment that I feel like would be perfect to talk about on today's vlog. So let's go to the comment, check it out real quick. I received a comment from Jesus is King 77742. Hey man, I live in downtown LA and thinking about getting a motorcycle. However, I have no experience. Will learning how to ride in LA be dangerous? Planning to only ride during non-traffic hours till I get the hang of it. My brother rides and said I could have his bike since he moved, but said it's really dangerous. However, could just be saying that because he's my brother. I hear mixed opinions, but since you ride in LA, what's your opinion? Yeah, this is a great topic and I'd love to talk about it. It seems like you already have your head in the right place by, inquiring about motorcycle safety, so that's a great start. And I really like how you put that you're only planning on riding during non-traffic hours till you get the hang of it. That's an excellent approach, and that's exactly what I did when I first started riding. Hold on, we got an ambulance. Your brother's not just saying that. Motorcycling really is a dangerous activity. So I'll share some of my, experiences. I've been riding, on the streets probably since like 2017. I started with a Harley Davidson Sportster, and then, I started commuting a lot more. I wanted a bigger gas tank and all that, so I ended up getting this bad boy right here. So let's put the seat back on and let's go on a ride. I'll talk about my experience commuting on a motorcycle, what it's been like, and some of the things to keep in mind to make sure that you're riding out there safe. I mean, the first thing you should do if you're considering riding a motorcycle is to take the MSF course, the motorcycle safety course. I learned a lot from there, and I'm really surprised when I meet new riders or even veteran riders who've never taken the course or don't even have a motorcycle license. So if you're really serious about being safe on a motorcycle, start with that course to see if you even like riding a motorcycle. And you're gonna learn a lot of things. But yeah, let's hit the road. About to get going here. Check out the Cardo. Been trying out this new feature on the Cardo, the voice recording feature. Pretty cool. It's a good backup just in case my GoPro fails. All right, so let's talk about if it's dangerous to be commuting on a motorcycle in Los Angeles. And the honest answer to that is yes, it's definitely dangerous. It's dangerous to do anything in Los Angeles if you think about it. Yes, so the short answer is yes, riding a motorcycle it's pretty dangerous. It's a very dangerous activity. There was one thing in the MSF course that the instructor said to the class that kind of stuck with me, and that's to treat motorcycling like it's an extreme sport. Not saying that you should go all out on the bike and be extreme with it, but you know, treat it like an extreme sport in the sense that, you know, to do well in it, you have to be willing to, you know, do the training and do research, and it takes a certain skill set to do well in it. And it's not like, you know, getting your driver's license, you hop in the car and you're commuting, you know. So I think one of the first things you need to do is not treat it, you know, like you're commuting in a car. See, like this Dodge right here, like I'm tempted to just rip on them real quick. But you know, that's just fun. Don't do what I just did, guys. That is not safe. Compared to commuting on a car where you can just zone out, you can't really do that on the bike. You don't want to be zoning out, and you have to be really focused on what you're doing. So yeah, take the MSF course. Even if you're thinking about riding a motorcycle, that's a great start, because, you know, you get to use a smaller motorcycle and get to see if you really like it. Yeah, I like how in the comment you stated that, you know, you plan on taking it slow and not going in traffic. I think that's a great idea, because when I first started riding back in 2017 on the street, like I didn't plan on commuting. I had a car, so, you know, I wasn't relying on the motorcycle to commute, and I don't think that's a good situation, especially if you're new to riding and you want to just jump straight into commuting and you don't even have a car. I think you could put yourself in some very dangerous situations, having to, you know, learn and, you know, get to work on time. So yeah, I would definitely recommend having a backup if you're new to commuting. You know, don't jump straight into commuting on the bike unless like you're super close and you could take streets and take your time. But yeah, when I first started, I was just riding around the neighborhood, and, you know, like any errands I could do on the bike, I would go, like to Target or the supermarket. And yeah, it was just, it took a while before I started going on the highway. So it just started off with like running errands, and also, you know, having like a good mentor, a good riding buddy is nice as well. Someone who knows what it's like to start off on the motorcycle, and someone that's not going to try to rush you to keep up and stuff. So I think one of the best things you could do is ride at your own pace and ride with people who are going to respect that, you know, and give you tips and stuff, and not try to push you too hard. So that's important, I feel like, is finding a good riding buddy. Or for me, it was my uncle kind of showing me everything. And then, yeah, I met people on the journey. You know, so it was a kind of gradual progression from, you know, riding through the neighborhood to progressing to the freeway, which is where we're headed right now. When I first started riding on the freeway, I would just, you know, hop off one exit. I would get on and get off on the next exit. Like, or just ride a little bit, or try to go during, yeah, hours that aren't busy, when the highways are empty. But there's still danger, because there's still people going very fast. You really have to have good 360 awareness going on. And, you know, you could develop that as a driver in your car. So if you're looking into getting a motorcycle in the future, it could be good for you to, you know, just start practicing defensive driving and awareness of your surroundings when you're in the car, because that's going to be super important when you're on a motorcycle. And you always want to keep your motorcycle maintained. It's not as forgiving as a car. So You know, just always checking your motorcycle tire pressure, making sure you have enough gas. You don't want to run out of gas on the freeway and then, you know, be stuck when cars are going 100 miles per hour past you. So, you know, always make sure you have gas and you've checked your bike. As you can see, there's a recall for the suspension on this bike. You know, I'm getting that handled right away. And I also made sure that, you know, the bolt fastener or whatever's holding that on wasn't loose. All right, so we're hitting the highway, and that's where my audio starts to go very bad. So I don't know if I'm going to talk as much. I might try to stay in the slow lane. So when I first started off, I would also ride in the slow lane a lot, just because, you know, you can always have an escape path into the shoulder. But oftentimes, the slow lane, there's a lot of movement of cars going in and out, so you gotta give yourself a good space cushion, you know, and just be aware that cars are zipping in and out. Just gonna chill, so hopefully my audio's good. Whoa, that's a big bump. Like, I see a lot of braking, so I'm just trying to give myself some cushion and time to react in case one of these cagers decides to come on through. And part of learning when you're first learning on the bike is, you know, just getting used to the mechanics and everything and the controls, you know, and getting that down is key, you know, so you're not having to look when you shift or when you brake. You know where everything's at, and you develop those skills. I think one of the most important skills to develop early on is your slow speed maneuvers. So, like, you know, go to parking lots and practice going slow, and that's really going to help you in situations like this when, okay, like, I want to squeeze between these cars. You know, I'm basically feathering the rear brake, looking straight ahead to where I want to get to. And yeah, slow speed maneuvers will help you with that. Definitely invest in the protective gear. Like, don't get a motorcycle so expensive that you can't buy gear, you know, like, what I'm wearing right now is not a good example of full gear, by the way. I'm just wearing my tobacco, you know, it's kind of like abrasion resistant, but there's no impact resistant. So, you know, you definitely want to wear the gear. I know it's a little inconvenient. You'll be hot, sweaty, or whatever. But having the right gear gave me a lot of confidence. You know, I would feel very uneasy going out on a t-shirt, you know, and some jeans when I was just first starting off. But once I got the gear and I started going through canyons and I had full gear on, it gave me a little more confidence. Man, the 110, guys, this is a scary merging situation here. It is. You're just supposed to merge when everyone's going full speed. All right, we are now headed towards the downtown area. So I hope I helped answer your question about whether or not it's safe to commute on a motorcycle in LA. And I hope this wasn't a super long, drawn out conversation, but, you know, I think it is dangerous. You know, I just want to put that disclaimer out there. It's definitely dangerous. But I do know people who do it successfully, who are still alive, and, you know, haven't gone down. And, you know, I want to be part of that 1% club of people that don't go down and, you know, ride safe and beat the odds. And I think if you have the right head on your shoulders, the right mentality, you take the training and find as many ways as you can to learn and progress, then you're just going to be increasing your chances of riding safely. And you know, of course there's things that are just unpredictable, but you want to be able to prepare for, you know, all the things that you can prepare for, the things that you have control over. You want to be able to, you know, manage. Always something going on out here. Blue bottle. Kind of would like a blue bottle coffee. I also need to use the restroom. Alright guys, let's get some coffee. Alright, we are at Blue Bottle Coffee. Pretty good. If you're in LA, definitely try it out. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. I'm about to get out of here, and, you know, shout out to Jesus is King 77742. I hope I was able to help answer that for you, and good luck. Whew. That was really good. That oatmeal was delicious, and that coffee, nice little pick-me-up. I'm ready to keep going. I got work to do, guys. I gotta go home and edit more videos. And yeah, thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed this vlog, and hopefully I helped give you some insight onto, you know, what it's like to commute in Los Angeles. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have more questions, or, you know, have any more, you know, ideas or suggestions for content. I'm always open to it. Oh, nice. Oh, I forgot to plug this back in. Shit. That's not good. Stuff this wire somewhere. Oh wow, this is gonna be some great 360 footage. So, you know, riding a motorcycle is dangerous, guys, so be safe out there. It's definitely rewarding when you're riding on a bridge like this. That's super awesome, and, you know, you really get to experience things in a different way. So ride safe and, you know, enjoy the rewards of being on a bike. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're new to the channel.